Cheers, I do buckaroos. How the heck are you? I'll be Tom the Beer Whisperer for this particular video. How are you? Let me get something set up here and then I'll be right back with you. Here we go. There, fix that. And we're in business. How the heck are you? It's one of those late night videos. My schedule's been a certain way lately. So I thought, well, I'd attempt to do these late night videos on Thursday and Friday until I can get back to a normal kind of thingy going on here. I try to take a picture real quick. Should have done it before I started the video, but I forgot. Now that anyway, as we're getting started, use my other device to take a quick photo. I'm gonna have two whiskeys with you. I poured an ounce and a half of each. The first one, as you saw there, move that out right there, is the Gullytown American single malt whiskey. This is a 6-year-old. And the second whiskey is the West Bottoms Kansas City whiskey. Get that in the shot better. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to start though with the American single malt here. Move that. Oh no, no, no! Where'd you go? Seriously. Good. Here we are. Maybe. Are we still live? Are we still here? I don't know what happened. Went off for a second. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get things rocking here. Anyways, I haven't even started drinking yet, if you can believe that. It's true, though. It's true. It's really true. Uh, I'm tired, though, man. It's been a long day. Worked both gigs today. I could have done the video a little earlier. Actually, I got off work a little over about an hour and a half ago, I guess. But I came home, get something to eat. Wife and I watched a Halloween movie. So anyway, let me put this one up here. Gullytown, I believe it says. Gosh, that's so hard to read. I think it's 94 proof, maybe 96. Do I turn my light on? I never can remember where the light switches on this thing. There we go. There, we found her. Anyway, hey, there's some light, man. Irish immigrants of the 1800s arrived in America, bringing with them a, a work hard, play hard approach to life and a deep rooted passion for the land that they left behind. Their love for malt based whiskeys remained in their hearts and continue to be a piece of good Lord, I can't read here, to be a piece of the play hard part of their days. This American malt whiskey is made using mashing, fermenting, and distilling techniques of their homeland, aged on used bourbon oak. This very special whiskey is all American, but rooted in Irish traditions. There we go. And it's very good. I got another one. They had two different bottles, but I haven't opened it yet. So let's start with that one. Again, like I said, I poured an ounce and a half into the Restless Spirits glass. I really like these guys. Mm. A lot of malt on those. Caramel, vanilla, maybe a little bit of honey too. A little bit of spice. We're just gonna take a drink and lunch you. Oh gosh, that is good. I've been really trying to find as many American single malt whiskeys as I can find because I do love them. I've got another one here I found in the Kansas City area from Union Horse Rivals. This was pretty excellent as well at 96 proof. They're both pretty amazing. I've got another one up there from Switchgrass I haven't opened yet either. I'm really curious what that one's like. Uh, so American single malts, that really covers a lot of ground. I've had some that taste closer to a Scotch, some that taste closer to an Irish. Like this one really feels a lot like an Irish, but different. Again, we're talking American single malt, so there is that little bit, but this one really feels a lot like an Irish single malt. Reminds me of some anyway. Oh gosh, but with a little more actually, yeah, they seem to have just a little more flavor, a little chewier maybe. I get slight herbal notes from this one, like maybe just the slightest hint of anise, or maybe a lighter note like tarragon. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, I digress. I digress, man. So yeah, we are at the end of a long week. So tomorrow I do work the second job, but I don't have to get up early for the day gig. So that's why I decided to do a late night video. Have a couple whiskeys with you. I poured an ounce and a half of each, so not a lot, but a nice pour. Believe it or not, it is the first alcohol of the day. Yeah, Thursdays are my long day. I've got to get up early. I get to my first gig by 6:30. Get home, rest a little bit. Get to my second gig um, by about 3:30, and then work there till close. Uh, so Thursdays are a little rough, I will admit. And I work the second gig tomorrow, but who knows? But I don't have to get up early for the first gig, the main gig, I guess. Uh, Second job is kind of my stress reliever job. Go to Banter, pour some beer, talk a little bit. Anyway, man, that's delicious. That stuff is, whew, gosh. I'm dying to open that second one, but I promised myself I wasn't going to for about another month. I'm going to try to wait till well, Thanksgiving, that Thanksgiving weekend, because my main gig, we're closed through that holiday there, so I usually have that time off. But with the second gig, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to wait till about that Thanksgiving area. Before I open that one, there's a few of them. I've got several open bottles here as I count them, and I'm not a big bourbon collector or whiskey collector. I know I've got a lot of friends that buy them with no intention to ever open them. It seems like, or they want to sell them. I don't. Everything I buy is intended to drink. So I shouldn't have this many open, but I couldn't help it. But some of my I just had to try them. Right now, I've got, geez, just looking here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 open bottles. That's not good. I shouldn't have opened that many. I should have finished those other ones out before opening it. But every time I buy something new, I want to try it. So I've been trying to use some restraint and not pop anymore. But I've got those. I've got well 7 that I haven't opened yet. So I'm going to leave those 7 alone until I finish up some of these. So the goal is again to wait till about Thanksgiving. So got another month and a half. And I won't open all of them, but I'm dying to try them. Then I can go and try to wait till Christmas and save a couple for New Year's. Then save a couple. No, I probably won't save any. I've got one Irish whiskey up there, 2 stacks. It's a cask Irish, and I'd love to be able to hang on to that one till next St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think it's going to make it. I'm dying to try that one so bad. I'm just, yeah, I'm just really taking all the restraint I have not to open that thing. I'm dying to try because I've never had a cask Irish single malt. I've never had one. So I'm dying to try it. Dying, dying, dying. This one is very sweet initially. Again, that's why it feels a lot like an Irish single malt. It reminds me a lot of the Bushmills 10. But like I said, it's just a little more. It has a little more flavor, a little more proof. That could be why. But it's just so darn easy drinking. I mentioned the sugars. Again, you're gonna feel a lot of vanilla. You're definitely gonna feel some oak and spice in the finish, and that's what I did mention earlier. I mentioned the sugars a little bit. I feel like I'm picking up some honey. You might even feel some heather-like notes. Caramel, might even little brown sugar, maybe just a slight hint of molasses, but a very light brown sugar. But yeah, just that little nice bit of spice in the finish. It is very light though. It is a little delicate. Maybe I'm not even feeling cinnamon as much. It's more allspice and with a little bit of ginger. As we wrap that one up, I'm gonna change glasses and swap props up there. I'm gonna put the West Bottom. So this is a very interesting whiskey. It's a little different animal. I'm kind of going from one to the other here. The West Bottoms was originally a manufacturing and transportation hub for the early industrial city of Kansas. In the spirit of the Industrial Revolution, West Bottoms Whiskey Company is constantly experimenting with new grains, distilling techniques, and blends to build an even more perfect whiskey. This one comes in at 94 proof. So, what makes this a Kansas City whiskey and not a bourbon per se, or just say it's American whiskey? Well, let's see. I think it says on here somewhere. This pre-prohibition style Kansas City whiskey is the perfect blend of bourbon and rye whiskey. So here we have a blend of bourbon and rye with notes of Oloroso sherry blended and bottled by West Bottom. So that was the Jay Riggers does a great Kansas City whiskey. That really was the mark of the Kansas City whiskey is that it added that little bit of Oloroso sherry, which disqualified it from being a bourbon. But this one adds is a blend of bourbon and rye, so it's a little bit different than even that one is. Oh man, I've bought this at a store at a Lucas Liquors, as a matter of fact, in Kansas City. At the time, I didn't think I could buy it here, but now I have seen it here, but it costs more. It costs more here. I don't know why, but it does. But I was buying so many whiskeys up in Kansas City that I mostly picked it up because, well, I needed something on the less expensive end to maybe do cocktails with. So I was buying a lot of these American single malts, the Rivalist, the Gully Town. I was buying so many Holiday that I needed something just a little bit less, just to experiment with. But having said that, it is great for neat drinking as well. You can feel that little bit of that Oloroso sherry. I will say though, the body feels a little thinner than the whiskey I just had, but not overly so. It doesn't necessarily feel watery. So you can feel, notes of bourbon, notes of rye, and you can feel that Oloroso sherry. It is very nice. Yeah, I just wanted to show this whiskey. I've done it mostly. I've used it mostly for cocktails, I should say. Uh, but it is. I mean, as you can see, I'm going to take a nice big drink in front of you here. It certainly is very easy to drink, as you can see. Gosh, that's good. That's tasty, man. I don't care who you are. That's good, man. Oh, mercy. Mercy, 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 mercy. Anyways, I digress. Oh, yeah, the first whiskey of the day. Woo. First anything of the day. I don't drink while I'm working, man. Even though I'm working with a lot of beer, I can't do it. My younger days, I might have done it, but now as an older person, older, maybe a little bit wiser, you got to make those mistakes so you learn what not to do later in life. You see, and I like that I'm kind of the elder statesman now. Of the three of us beer tenders, there, I'm definitely the elder statesman. Well, I made a joke today. I was talking to some customers. There's some new folks that been in here. We were talking about some stuff. I said, "Yeah, I'm the token old person hired." One of the bosses was there. He just think it's. I said, Even I never know what I'm going to say next. Stuff just comes out. I don't know." And it's really not any better when I'm not drinking. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I think it's really worse because then there's, it just pops out. I've already said it before. I can think maybe you shouldn't say that. Stuff just comes out. I can't help it. I didn't start with much of a filter, and it just seems to, what little filter there was has has degraded as I've gotten older. Or maybe you just get more of that. I don't give a rat's ass. As you get older, I don't care. Fuck 'em. I wasn't put on this planet to be milk toast. No, no, hell no, Tom. You're going to offend everybody at some point. You just can't help it. I made a comment today that made me one of the customers laugh. Oh, oh, no, I was going to tell a story. I just realized I shouldn't tell a story because I don't want to talk about other folks here. Walk that back a second, but you just have to take my word for it. It was funny. Uh, One of them laughed. Nobody else, acted like they heard it. And I said, not everybody gets me, but those that do think I'm really funny. He just laughed, shook his head. Um, it's always been my gift and a curse. Some people get me, some don't. I never know what crowds. Sometimes I'm in a room and nobody gets me. Sometimes I'm in a room more than a few folks get me. But it's usually just the select few. Oh, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Anyway, I digress. West Bottoms, I really like this stuff. I didn't get a chance to get to the distillery when I was in Kansas City last. We just didn't have enough time to get to everything. There's so many things we wanted to do. We just really had to just. I don't even know that it was conscious. We said, okay, this is just going to get missed. It was just a lot of things that just got missed because there was just so many things. We only had 3 days, and there was a lot of things we went well. Things we just weren't going to be able to do. That gives us a reason to go back to that neck of the woods. So maybe soon. Who knows? You never know. One never knows what life may bring. Anyway, I digress. Hmm. This is an interesting whiskey. Really never tried to try to dissect it neat before. It is rather impressive, to be honest with you. It runs about. I paid 28 a bottle, but it's running in my neck of the woods now, a little over 30 now. So, but even at that price, I mean, it certainly is worth it. It is a very fine whiskey, and like I said, the way it drinks, it really does lend itself well to cocktails, but I mean, it's easy enough to drink neat. I just wanted to see that here because I really never tried it. Good night. That's good, man. I don't care who you are. That's freaking tasty. Anyways, anyway, I digress. Where's it? It's hot in this little corner. I think it's this light. This light puts off. Yeah, I think this light. like a tanning bed light. But if I don't have the light on, I can't read this shit. It's a double-edged sword, man. I got to be able to read it, but then the light puts off a lot of heat. It does brightens the screen up, though. It does help in this little corner. We don't have great lighting in the kitchen here. We don't care, Tom. Why are you telling us this? I don't know. Like I said, stuff just comes out. I don't know what I'm going to say next. I'm a classic oversharer. I like to tell everybody everything. I can't help it. Anyway, I digress. Let me show you this bottle one more time. Gully Town. Gosh, I tell you, I did visit Restless Spirits when we were in Kansas City a while back. Let's see, about what? Well, about a month ago, I guess it was, huh? No, about 2 months ago. Anyways, Russell Spirits, I had a great experience there. I really did. I had one cocktail, bought a lot of products, but everybody was just so amazingly friendly in that place. I could not recommend Russell Spirits high enough. They were just amazing folks in there. I had such a great time that I spent way more money than I should have. Blew my budget in one day, man. I was just having the time in that place, man. Everybody was so friendly and welcoming. The products were so good, I just couldn't help myself. Anyways, yeah, couldn't help it, man. I'm Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Oh, I didn't see a jolly nice whiskey. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Freezing eating like a popsicle. That's funny. I had a girlfriend like that once, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, Tom, you didn't have to go there, man. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor wisdom, and all around good guy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.